guys, hope everybody's doing good. So I am just about ready to start setting up for week 3 and 4 here of June. Um, so before I do that, I just kind of wanted to go over some of my numbers with you guys. So I'm going to start with my debts. I'm actually pretty lucky. Don't have a lot of credit card debt or anything, but I do have quite a bit of student loan debt. So what I did is I went through and I made a list of my debts that are currently owing and kind of what their minimum payments are. So these are kind of in the order that I want to attack them. So the first thing is I do owe my mom $350. So I don't really owe this to her. I've been quote unquote holding it for her, and just kind of taking money out as she needs it. So she kind of she's babysat for me, and I have a little bit of just a savings there for her, but honestly, as she wants it, I just take it out of my checking account and keep track of. So she has $300 with me still, and I would like to just pay that out to her. Just cut that umbilical cord there. So this here though, there is no, I don't have a deadline on it, so I'm just gonna work on that as I have the finances to do it. And if she asks for the money, we'll get it to her. I do have a line of credit for $1,100. Currently this is at prime plus 3, so right now I'm paying about 6% on it, and I just have to make the minimum, just the interest only payments on that, so I'm only paying $6 a month. That's auto debited from my account. This is my goal here, first of all, is to get rid of this line of credit, so we're going to work on that first. Then my Home Depot card is actually a very high interest credit card. It's at 28%, but currently all of my balance is on a no interest, no payment until November. So I have June, July, August, September, October, November to pay this off. So my plan is, if I don't get it paid off in the next 5 months, I've been putting $50 a paycheck on it, so I am bringing it down quite a bit. But whatever is left, my plan is to roll over into that line of credit that will have a lower interest rate. So this line of credit is going to kind of be my main source of debt here as we go on. I do have 2 student loans. One is almost paid off. I owe $1,200 on this student loan. So this was from back in 2002 when I got my Bachelor of Education. I want to get this one paid off here. My goal for these 3 debts would be to pay them off before Christmas for sure. I think I can do that, which would allow me to roll this over into my larger student loan. This student loan I've only had for a couple years. This is from when I got my diploma in nursing, which is where I'm currently working. So right now I got a letter from the Canadian government saying that they are suspending all interest payments on this loan, so I'm going to take advantage of that. So my payments have dropped $20 a month, but I might still put that extra $20 a month on there. We'll figure out how that goes. So anyway, and then my mortgage, this is the big one that what am I saying? It's $19,300. It's $193,000. So my house is currently valued at $280,000, so I have $100,000 in equity in my home, but I would like to get this down as much as I can. My goal is that I do want to downsize in probably the next 6 to 7 years. So my hope is to get as much equity built up in my home as I can, so that hopefully I can purchase my next home without a mortgage. If I could get this down to $93,000, that would give me $200,000 in equity that I could purchase a nice, smaller, older home. That would be better for me. Right now we're living in a house that has close to 2,300 square feet of living space for my son and I. It's too big, but I'm kind of stuck because I still owe so much on the mortgage. So my mortgage payments are taken out bi-weekly, and I pay 500 and is that right? No, this isn't right. It's $11.90. Yeah, $11.95. So just about $1,200 a month. This also covers my insurance and my property taxes. I have that auto debited from my account, and I'm going to keep it that way, just out of simplicity of not having to save for my property taxes. So yeah, so that's kind of my debt. So I'm going to kind of work on this as a snowball. I probably won't be sharing this every month, but every couple months I'm going to take this out and check in as to where I am with my debt. So, all right, so let's take a peek at my sinking funds. So I'm going to do a rollover here for this week, and as we go, we're going to take a peek at the sinking funds. So like I said, I am going to start budgeting bi-weekly. So, so what we're going to do is I have already given Marcus his allowance. So I've taken $10 out of Marcus's envelope. So he didn't get allowance last week because he was a turkey and he was not listening and was grounded. So he did not get his allowance. So he still currently has 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 in his envelope. Is that right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yes, because he's earned $20 of it this month. We have some yard work to do this weekend, so I will give him a chance to earn a little more. Yeah, so that's his. So that is staying put. He's gotten his $20. So for myself, for spending money for this week, I am allowing myself $120, or for the next 2 weeks, it's going to be $120. So I'm just going to count this: 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. So I'm going to pull that out of my envelope. And I'm going to put this in my wallet. Just easier for me that way. So I'm going to put that in my wallet so that I have my spending money for the week. And food. So this is, we're 2 weeks in, but honestly, I haven't gone for groceries yet for this week. So I have a little bit more here than I thought I was going to, but I'm going to have to be careful with this money for the next 2 weeks because I know I have to do 2 grocery shops. So I won a $100 gift card from a grocery store when I attended a conference last week. So my plan is with that $100, I'm going to take it and go and buy some meat and some non-perishable items to stock our fridge. So this will be mostly for perishable items, lunch items for Marcus, and just things we need to stock. So 50, 100, 150, 170, $185 left. So I'm sure that will be good. So I'm actually going to put this back in my little binder here because it is raining out. I'm not going for groceries today. So I'm gonna put this under food. Might go tonight. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. I hate doing groceries. I don't know about you guys. Like, if you like doing groceries, awesome. But yeah, not me. I just don't. Okay, all right, so let's take a peek at our sinking funds here. I'm gonna stuff these as we go along. Just gonna move my stuff out of the way here. So what I did, as I told you, I kind of screwed up and I took out too much money at the beginning of the month. So I'm not going to be stuffing spending money or groceries or Marcus's but I do want to make a point of double stuffing my sinking funds. My savings I did in my last video, but we're going to count those today. So yeah, anyway, so let's take a peek at these sinking funds. I added another one I'm going to get to. So what I did is I kind of set goals for myself, and I'm going to consider my envelopes fully funded when they get to these numbers because this is what I figure I need. Honestly, special occasions, we're not big birthday people. We get like a $30 gift and a birthday cake, and that's just how my family is. We've never, Father's Day, I might spend $20 on my dad. We're not big gift people. Nobody is. My dad and I said we've called a truce. I don't know. I don't buy him a birthday present. He doesn't buy me a birthday present, but we might go out for lunch. So, that $20 might come out of that. Like, he's taking me out for lunch for my birthday for tomorrow. And I'm going to get him a golf shirt for Father's Day, and that's it. Christmas, again, my son, I spend maybe $150 on him. We do a big meal, but we're not big gift givers. And, I don't know, guys, is there anybody else out there that is like that it's not about the material things for Christmas? We just don't. There's more to the holiday than gifts. So for me, $300 is plenty. So we're going to start with special occasions. And I'm going to just add $10 to this envelope. And let's do a quick count. So I did put a little bit in here from my rollover. So we have $20, $30, $40 so far. I'm gonna be pulling a little bit out of this for my dad's Father's Day gift. Okay, that one's done. So we've got a ways to go for this one, especially if I'm gonna be pulling out of it. Okay, home essentials. So like I said, this is another one I will be pulling out of. I haven't really touched my sinking funds, but I do need to go get stuff for the pool. So we're gonna be pulling from this one. So my goal for this one is it's gonna be fully funded at 200. I'm actually getting, I'm almost there, but well, not really, but 100, 105. Let's do it this way. 100, 110, 115, 120. I'm probably going to need to pull about $60 out of here to do the pool, just with startup costs and stuff. So, and then water, I might pull a little bit out of that to help fund my water bill next month because that's going to be higher. So home essentials right now has 120. Doing pretty good there. So health. This is one that okay, so in Canada we do have like public health insurance, and I also have a fairly good insurance plan through work, but I do have some expenses, like, you know, we have to go for haircuts and that kind of thing. You know, over-the-counter medications, so I do want to have a little bit set aside for that. So we are going to put $10 in to health. And this is probably going to get depleted because my son needs a haircut. So let's see how much we have. We have 20, 30, $40 in health. Is that it? I thought I had more in there. Nope, that's it. So this one here, I do have some payback that I want to do. I had some expenses last month, so I had to get eye drops and some allergy medication, and I needed to buy a blood pressure cuff because my blood pressure's been high. So I'm gonna pull that out of there and put it back in my savings when I get that back. So health currently has $40. Clothing, we just started. This is one that I kind of overlooked, and so I'm going to try to get caught up in this. So we're gonna add $10 to clothing. Right now, I'm good for clothes. I don't really need anything, so this is just gonna sit for this month. So we have 10. One thing I noticed here is our $10 bills are all like, there's so many different ones. So $10, $25 for clothing so far. Yeah, there's nothing we really need, so that'll probably sit, but that's good. Pets, kitties, and the big puppy dogs. We have lots of food for the puppies. We are going to need cat food and litter, so we're going to probably take a bit out of here. Maybe I can take it out of my groceries. We'll see. So I currently have for the pets 20, 10, 20, 25, 30. You know, for only starting these a couple weeks ago, I'm pretty happy with what I've done so far. And $30 here. So I'll consider this one. So home essentials, I want to try to get 200. I'll consider that fully funded. Health, I said 150. Clothing, 100 is plenty. It's like I said, we do a lot of thrifting and stuff, but you know, occasionally we'll both need shoes at the same time or whatever. So I think $100 is good for us there. Pets, 200, you know, like it'll cover the cost of a basic vet bill. So that I'm going to start with that. So fun for us, you know, $100 is lots if we're going to take a little day trip or go for a movie or, so I'm going to put $10 into fun. So I have 10, 15, 20. Okay. Now car. So this is kind of funny. I don't drive. For my 40th birthday, I bought myself a little SUV, a 2004 Ford Escape. Oh, hi, kitty. Come here. Everybody likes you, but we don't need your help. So anyway, I have currently all the maintenance done on my car. We've had an oil change, spark plugs, everything. I'm not really driving my car on a regular basis, so if there is a little bit of a breakdown, it's not really an emergency for me, but I would like to start putting some money away because I know I'm going to need tires in the fall. I probably won't put brand new tires. I'll probably look for some used winter or all seasons or whatever. So, but I'm going to start putting a little bit away for that. So we're going to add $10 to car. And like I said, I'm just going to pick away at that one. It's not an emergency because I don't use my car on a daily basis. But so there we go. All right, so there are our sinking funds. I think I missed one. You know what though? I'm happy with those numbers, so that's good. I pulled out 60 and I should have probably pulled out 70. So, all right, so we're going to take a quick peek at our savings to see how much we have left. Marcus has decided he wants to save for a bike. He just has some change in here, so I'm just going to put here at the bottom, Marcus. He has $4.85, and his goal right now is $150 because he wants to buy himself a new bike. So I told him if he can make half of this, I will help him with the other half. So, rainy day. This is kind of my emergency fund. My little letters are falling off there. I would like to put away $1,500 in rainy day. I think that would be enough to get me through like one full paycheck. If something were to happen. I do have insurance on my mortgage, so if something were to happen and I couldn't make that payment, I do have the ability to defer that. So this would just get us through for bills and food and stuff. So right now we have $100, $205, $210 in emergency in our rainy day fund. So that's a good start. Hopefully nothing else goes wrong. So my debt snowball, this is going to go towards paying my mom back and also towards our line of credit. We currently have $40 in there that I put in from my bank rollover yesterday. Come on, there we go. You know what? It's a start, right? Like it's a snowball. I'm not gonna fix this in one day. I didn't take a day to develop this debt, so it's going to take some time. So we're going to say $40 in our snowball. Travel, like I said, I do have a trip coming up, so I am making this one a priority. I've got my vacation, guys. I'm so happy. We were short-staffed at work, so I wasn't able to, they weren't thinking I was going to be able to get my summer vacation. We got it. So I don't know, we might just go camping or something. We'll see. But I have $125.30, so I have $130 in travel. I don't know, I didn't set a goal for this one, but I figure I need about $600 for the trip that we're going to take. So we're just going to pick away at that. And, you know, if I have to take some out of savings, I do, but, okay. Hang on. Oh, sorry about that. So for savings here, we have $100, $200, $20, $40. So I have $240 in my savings. I haven't decided if I want to do a savings challenge or not. I want to kind of just get like my sinking funds established and all that before I really start getting into that. But let me know, like, if you guys have an idea for a simple savings challenge, like that I could just save, you know, $500 or something. So 240. Oh, travel. I didn't write travel down. $100, $20, $30. $130 for travel. I hope I'm doing this right. Maybe I've made a mistake, but all right. And then my phone, like I told you, I do need a new cell phone. I'm gonna say my goal for that is $350. So I currently have $25, $30. A ways to go, but we're gonna get there. $30 I didn't have before. All right, guys. So I'm liking the fact that I'm seeing some progress, seeing some numbers on paper, and knowing where my funds are going. So anyway, guys, we are set up for the next 2 weeks. I got a nice paycheck, so I probably will have a good rollover at the end of these 2 weeks, hopefully, if nothing crazy happens. But anyway, guys, thanks for coming along with me on this journey, and we will see you soon. Bye.